Do opposites attract? I believe that opposites do attract sometimes. I also believe that being with someone who is incredibly similar to you can make for a really strong relationship. Of course, I also know that if I were dating myself that it would probably not last very long. According to astrology, our personalities are strongly influenced by our zodiac signs. These ingrained personalities also play a role in our overall zodiac compatibility and who we find attractive, and sometimes, that person is your complete opposite. Dating is hard enough, but when you add in the fact that you might be dating someone totally different from you, it can be hard to see why this is much better than dating someone who could be your twin. I mean, ask yourself honestly, would you be able to date someone knowing that they were all about that party life when all you care about on the weekends is making sure you're caught up on Game of Thrones? Sure, you might like to go to small get-togethers, as long as you know everyone there, but any other time it's just not your scene. Not to mention the fact that your social batteries tend to run out pretty quickly. Or if you're the type of person to deal with problems in your relationship head-on. Even if that means starting a fight, you might wonder how it could ever work with someone who prefers dealing with it individually until you can talk about it with your partner later. As you can tell, there will always be something that makes you uneasy about dating someone who is your complete opposite. And the same goes double for when your zodiac sign is the complete opposite of the person you're dating. Have you ever thought about that? Not just the person you're dating, but their zodiac sign. They might be a fairly decent person, but getting a Cancer and a Capricorn together just seems like an explosion waiting to happen. But before you totally turn down the idea of dating a sign that's the complete opposite of yours, according to astrology, think about how it can actually be the best thing for your relationship. In life, it's not often that there will be someone who attracts you like crazy. But in astrology, when you find that someone who makes even the worst flaws in your relationship seem like small potatoes, it means you've got something very special going on. In fact, dating a zodiac sign who's totally different might be the best option. Sure, it might seem like you'll never have anything in common, but playing off of each other's differences can actually make your relationship stronger. To prove it, here are the horoscope zodiac sign couples who are complete opposites, but attract each other like crazy. Number 1, Aries and Libra. Aries and Libra, the two of you might seem way too opposite from one another. You are both driven by different things to be considered a perfect match, and yet, you are. Your differences are what make you such a great couple. You might both be a bit stubborn and can argue until the cows come home, but you are also master charmers. When you get caught under the other's spell, it's very hard for either of you to say no to love. There's something exciting about taking risks and having fun, and when you bring a fire sign and an air sign together, your energies amplify this excitement. Aries, you can teach Libra to let loose every once in a while without feeling guilty or exhausted. Meanwhile, Libra, you can teach Aries to fight fair and be more reasonable in her expectations in life. Number 2, Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus and Scorpio, you are both incredibly passionate and sensual individuals, making your partnership something of a fairy tale when it comes to dealings in the bedroom. Both of your zodiac signs are very accomplished, but you each wish you could succeed as easily as the other can, in your own way. Taurus, you know how to weather even the toughest situations without giving up, while Scorpio, you know that it takes a lot of smarts and determination to flourish. What each of you is missing in qualities are exactly what the other horoscope sign has, which makes your opposites attract stories so interesting. In a room, you'll be the most attractive couple. Your signs are physically matched as well. In communication, Taurus, you tend to be more straightforward than Scorpio, who tends to be more intuitive. Your differences just help you two to play off of each other's strengths by being different. Both of your zodiac signs are super loyal and will go to the ends of the earth for each other when deep in love. Number 3, Gemini and Sagittarius. Gemini and Sagittarius, you both have two different personalities, depending on your mood, so while neither of you always feels the same thing at the same time, you do understand each other. It takes a special person to know what it's like to be outgoing and chatty one minute and quiet and reserved the next. This mutual understanding makes your relationship stronger than most because there's no question as to why either of you is acting differently seemingly out of nowhere. Your two zodiac signs make up for the best friendship, which is important for them to keep your relationship intact. Of course, Gemini, you can sometimes be sneaky, whereas Sagittarius, you would rather tell it like it is. There can be some miscommunication. But they make up for this by being friends before lovers, and by using their shared interests to stay close. Number 4, Cancer and Capricorn. Cancer and Capricorn are highly attracted to each other thanks to the common ground they share. Being both very successful and driven signs, and signs who see a change in life as smart and important, there's a lot for the two of them to connect on. Family and love are also important to them, and they tend to have similar ideas when it comes to dating, sex, and marriage. Cancer is more likely to be the extroverted one with the busier social life, while Capricorn tends to be more introverted and a homebody. But these opposites still play an important role. There will be times when Cancer wants to just stay home and when Capricorn wants to go out and party, giving this couple a healthy dose of both worlds. While Cancer can have many different moods in one day, Capricorn is more level-headed, giving Cancer someone to talk to when they're feeling especially out of sorts. Number 5, Leo and Aquarius. Leo loves to be in charge and to take command of a room, which means that there also needs to be a sense of order for them to be able to control. For Aquarius, it's the exact opposite. There's no need to be in control for them when they believe in embracing the craziness of life. And if that doesn't drive Leo nuts sometimes, Aquarius' coolness will. Aquarius is not the type of person to share the love with just anyone, whereas Leo tends to be very warm and passionate. Of course, there are people in an Aquarius life that see a much warmer side, but Aquarius tends to reserve it for people who will accept them for who they really are. Leo tends to worry too much about what others think of them, but with Aquarius around, Leo tends to relax a lot more. And with Leo, Aquarius finds that kindness and friendliness goes a long way. Number 6, Virgo and Pisces. Virgo may be almost too reserved in life, while Pisces might be more of a walking tornado than a person, but there's still a mutual fascination in this relationship. They might both have their fears and worry about different things, but whatever one is going through, the other is willing to help as much as possible. There will always be something one sign can't figure out that the other can. Both signs are incredibly unselfish and love affection, so there's never a shortage of intimacy between Virgo and Pisces. Pisces tends to go more with the flow of life though, while Virgo tries to stay as grounded and thoughtful as possible. This can lead to some tension, but when one sign sees the best traits this mindset can bring in the other, acceptance for who each other is always trumps tension and annoyance.